Hi everybody, Ellen Canner here. It's spring, so we are going to celebrate. And man, what a week. Ramadan has begun. Passover starts Friday and Sunday is Easter. So all these religions honor spring, and I want to do it too with a recipe from my book, Feeding the Hungry Ghost. This is my vegetable tagine that I just love. This is a 7 vegetable tagine, and 7 seems to be the lucky number, so let's see what we got here. We have onion, garlic, carrots, zucchini, tomato, celery, chickpeas. I think that's everything. So I've got my nice big pot and I've added a couple tablespoons of olio puro. You know I love this olive oil. And I'm going to add my onion and 3 cloves of garlic. So you're looking at all these vegetables and you're thinking, that is a lot of chopping. Actually, no, it isn't. One of the reasons I love this recipe is that the vegetables are in big, glorious pieces. They're not trying to hide themselves. So with these carrots, which are pretty small, rainbow carrots from my CSA, I leave them pretty large. And I'm going to throw them in with the onions. And I cannot tell a lie. Had the stunt vegetables there earlier. The rest of these I have chopped because I didn't want to bore you. But in goes my zucchini, my celery, and my red pepper. Here is my tomato. And my chickpeas. This is not a soup. This is not even a stew. A tagine is something different. Let this come to a boil. And I think there's a misperception about Moroccan cooking, that it's very spicy. We love harissa, I love harissa, but that's not all it is. Mostly the spicing is kind of low, earthy, and mellow, which we're going to get with just a couple spices. Turmeric and ginger. Okay, 3 spices, I lied. Cinnamon stick. Because this is, okay, I'm going to say it, a sacred time of year. This has a couple special ingredients that are going to, if not elevate it, kind of make you appreciate everything vegetables can be. First ingredient, a pinch of saffron. Saffron is the most expensive spice on earth because it is hand harvested. I know some people used to get really into Coke. Saffron is what turns me on. Just the headiest, most gorgeous fragrance, and you really only need a pinch. In it goes. And it does do very well when the broth is hot. That's where the flavors bloom. Everything is simmering. I'm going to turn it down a little bit. And except for the onions, which I just cooked until they started to yield in the oil, these cook in the broth, and the spices and the vegetables meet each other in beautiful ways. Now I'm going to let everything soften and simmer for just a few minutes. So here is our tagine about 20 minutes later. The vegetables are nice and tender, and the broth has thickened. We want all these things, and now we're going to finish it. I said there were 2 special ingredients. One of them, the saffron, is already in. The other is preserved lemon. Kind of funky looking, right? And it tastes a little funky. It's lemons preserved in salt and lemon juice. So you'd think it would be way salty and sharp, but I don't know, something about the lemon and the salt soften each other. So there is a low, funky flavor. Nothing else touches it. If you cannot find preserved lemon, though, let's not suffer. I would add about a good tablespoon of lemon juice to this. But I have a preserved lemon. I've poked out the seeds and chopped it up. The flesh is very soft, you'll see. And so I'm going to add that. And I'm going to add some olives. Remember, I said olives were a traditional part of Iftar at the breaking of the fast. You can use black olives, you can use green olives. My husband's a green olive guy, so I'm going to add a nice handful that I got at my Middle Eastern market. And because it does have this really gorgeous broth, you don't want to lose that, right? So traditionally a tagine is cooked in a dish called a tagine. It's a conical dish, looks like this. This is my workhorse tagine that I got in Marrakesh. It's served usually over couscous. I usually serve it over couscous, but because of Passover, when you're not supposed to have whole grains, quinoa gets by on a technicality because it's actually a grass. So the quinoa is going to suck up every bit of the juice, so you waste nothing. Are we ready for ta-da, everyone? Ta-da! It really is gorgeous. And these are very simple vegetables, except for the saffron and the preserved lemon. It's extremely affordable, so you can double it and triple it and feed everyone you love. So simple, so good. And the spices are really infused and gorgeous. What a great way to celebrate spring. So till next time, everyone, wishing you all good things. Happy spring. This is Ellen Canner. Thanks. Bye-bye.